Hi there, welcome to Insight Consulting. I'm Krisnan Hurdle, lead consultant here. And I have with me today Stefan Newton. Hi, Stefan.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks for sharing these moments with me. Stefan is one of my clients, one of my success stories, and he's also this year's 2019 Chevening Scholarship recipient. So I'm really happy to have this discussion with you, Stefan. And first of all, tell a little bit about how you first came to me, how the process started, and what you think about the work that we've done so far.
Okay. I started coming to you because of generalized anxiety, particularly commuter anxiety, because I lived in New York and I would have to catch the train every morning to get into work into Manhattan. And it was a nightmare every single day having to commute in the hot train. And my brother saw you on TV and he suggested I come to you to get some help with this situation.
Okay.
I'd been to other therapists before, but he suggested, oh, you would be the one that will really be able to make a breakthrough. And that's why I popped up at your office.
All right. And so when it started, as we started the first session and the first couple of sessions, how did it go? What were your thoughts?
Initially, I was really skeptical because I heard you were a hypnotherapist and I really didn't believe in hypnotherapy. I was more leaning towards the traditional side of things. But I was pleasantly surprised. The hypnotherapy began to work from the first session. I began to feel better. My anxiety began to dissipate. Commuting generally in Barbados and getting around, because I have a fear generally of small spaces, claustrophobia. It wasn't as bad after I started your hypnotherapy sessions.
All right. And what, because the audience, I've had comments from people who said that hypnotherapy doesn't work, and generally there are people who don't feel comfortable reaching out for help, whether it's anxiety or stress management or whatever. They've been through traumas. So what was it like actually in session? How comfortable were you with what we were doing in session?
But I felt really comfortable with you as my hypnotherapist. And then I felt really comfortable going into the hypnotherapy. I think a lot of persons have like misconceived notion of what hypnotherapy is. No, you won't begin swinging on a vine or talking and barking like a dog. It can't do that. You're going to explain a little bit more, I guess, to the audience about that.
Yeah.
But for me, it was a really good experience. I felt calmer. I felt a lot better after the sessions. I felt comfortable with you as my hypnotherapist as well. And I think that's something that's really important. And it allowed me to get over the skepticism I had around hypnotherapy.
Nice, really good. What was the difference between coming to me, a hypnotherapist? I also do cognitive repatterning and life coaching, of course. Generally mental conditioning. What was the difference between working with me and the other therapists that you've worked with before?
I've had cognitive behavioral therapy for the anxiety and the commuter anxiety. But working with you, I found the process and the results were a lot quicker. And it wasn't so much talking, but more doing. And it was more addressing the root cause of the issue.
Right. And
it was getting to the heart of the matter quicker.
Oh, right. Lovely. So we also did some work in preparation for the Chevening Scholarship. What was that all about? What work did we do for this? Did you want to do for the Chevening Scholarship in preparation for the scholarship?
Well, I was feeling nervous approaching the scholarship. I have been in interviews before, but everyone told me that the Chevening interview is really rigorous. It's really stringent. And based on my application, I knew I had a lot of material to cover in the interview. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to perform in the interview as the way I wanted to. And I kind of approached that I wanted to memorize things, but then I realized this wasn't the best approach. And also with your advice, that was a really good approach for me, not to memorize things, but to know my material. And your therapy gave me the confidence I needed to go into the interview, being ready, prepared. I was confident, but also I knew my material. So it was not having to regurgitate and sounding like a broken record, but it was more natural conversation. And I think that really gave me the edge in my performance in the interview.
All right, so it was confidence and relaxation.
Yes, also relaxation, because I tend to be the kind of person who gets a little bit anxious and fidgety. The hypnotherapy helped me to calm my mind, to relax, to feel more at ease in front of persons and not so self-conscious. And I really think that was another factor that went into my success.
Okay, nice. So the interview happened, what was it like? I know there are persons who probably are going to be applying for that scholarship. What was it like in the process of the interview? How did it actually, the work we did, how did it actually work out in the interview?
Well, the work we did, it actually was really helpful in the interview.
Mm-hmm.
The interview was, as I expected, it was a series of questions, and the questions were kind of higher order. They're more detailed and nuanced. But I found that because I had known my material so well and I knew about myself and what I wanted to do if I received the scholarship, it was easy and natural for me to have a conversation instead of just trying to do the standard bullet points or just say the first thing that came to my head. I was able to relax, focus, and it made it for a lot more pleasant and enjoyable experience in the interview as well.
Okay, lovely. So with Stefan, I use a number of techniques. I won't share all of them here, of course. You have to come to session with me to find out how it works. But we did some role playing, we did some relaxation exercise, and we did some confidence exercises as well. And I found that the snappy, what we call snappy, quick exercises, it gets the person into the experience, into the role, and then they can act it out, see themselves in the situation, and almost replay it when it comes back, when the real situation happens. Then they replay as though they were practicing it in the beginning. And that's what we did. So they worked well. As we were going through the strides, Stefan was confident. He was feeling like, I can do this. I was ready. And as he said, it worked well. What are your next steps? What happens now from here for you?
Okay, I leave for London in September, and I'll be there for a year studying. I will also be exploring the United Kingdom and seeking to build a relationship with persons in the United Kingdom. That's one of the main goals of the scholarship, to foster global cooperation between recipients of the scholarship and the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Also, I will be engaging in a series of Chevening activities organized by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. And also the networking again, they see it as a much bigger thing than just going for a year to study.
Okay.
You're networking with your fellow Chevening scholars, your peers, all the UK persons you will come into contact with at the events, and they try to organize events also related to your field. So my field is international economic law, so that brings me into contact with a lot of diplomacy, sometimes trade, tax, finance. So they try to organize events around those centers in London for you to have a practical and hands-on experience.
Okay. And we've been speaking about it as though our audience actually knows what is the Chevening Scholarship. Of course, some of them will go on and do some research. But tell us briefly, what is the Chevening Scholarship actually? What is it about?
Well, the Chevening Scholarship is offered by the United Kingdom's government. It's part of their global diplomatic effort to build relationships with the United Kingdom around the world and other countries.
Okay.
And it's given to persons who exhibit strong leadership potential within their country. And it's open every year. And it's a long application process. It's not easy. It's a series of essays testing your skills on leadership, networking, your career ambitions, and also why you want to study your course. And then there's the interview, as I mentioned previously, that comes after if you're shortlisted. And that interview is also, it relates to your application, but they can also ask you random things and general life questions and your ambitions and personal, your ambitions generally for your career path. So it's something that I really encourage everyone to look into. It's a really great opportunity to further your education. And also it's a really great opportunity to build relationships with the United Kingdom.
Okay. What encouragement would you have for persons who need help in terms of stress management, anxiety, building confidence? Having gone through the paces with me, what encouragement or advice would you have in terms of reaching out?
I would tell persons don't be afraid to reach out. Stress and anxiety can really be debilitating for your life. And I know a lot of persons think they cope well with it, but in reality, you may not be coping as optimally as you can. So I tell persons get help where you need help, and where you're finding that situation is going up, your stress levels are ticking up. It affects your performance in life generally, not just in work, but in your social life, personal life, family relationships. So get the help you need early if you can.
Okay.
Yes.
I really want to commend you, Stefan. Thanks for sharing these moments with us. And I will continue to, of course, we'll be in touch, but I'll continue to celebrate your success. We look forward to when you return to Barbados with your new skills and your new knowledge. So I really wish you the best. And I want to encourage all of you out there to reach out to us, Insight Consulting. We not only offer services in helping people to overcome the effects of trauma and anxiety or feeling anxious, but we also work with building confidence. We work with peak performance for sales, for stage, for different types of performance. And you can be one of those like Stefan who has seen really good results. You living your best life and achieving your peak performance. See you soon and have a wonderful day.